The Circleville Judicial Committee. This evening is June 24th, 2025, 6:30 p.m. Melissa, may I have a roll call, please?
Klitska,
Here.
Tice,
Here.
Moats.
Here.
Thank you. Today we have, of course, regular members Sherry Tice, John Moats with us. Melissa and Sarah are our assistants, and we also have our city planner and our intern with us, and there's probably a few other people that I'm missing, but we appreciate it. So clerks are ready. We'll move forward. We do have meeting minutes from back at May 27th. We've been busy with a lot of meetings and so on. Are there any concerns how they were written? Anything that is there, shouldn't be there from your standpoint, Sherry or John?
I thought they looked good.
Yeah, I didn't have any changes or corrections. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
Very good.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We have one ordinance this evening under new business. This is based on a public hearing, Judicial, that we had last Tuesday on June 17th. And I'd like to do, if you wouldn't mind, Melissa, please read the title of the ordinance.
An ordinance to amend the zoning district of 0 Stoutsville Pike, parcel number A35-0-0-00-00-022-00 and parcel number A35-0-0-1-00-023-00 from LDR Low Density Residential District to PUD Planned Unit Development District.
Very good, thank you. I'm going to ask our city planner, Hannah Wynn, to step up to the podium, please. Would you talk a little bit about planned unit development? Please give us an overview. I know I've spent quite a bit of time this week just gaining a better understanding, but this one, what it is and what they're all about.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is the Judicial PUD. We had the public hearing on it last week. This is a mixed residential development with single family, patio homes, townhomes, and apartments. And then you'll see there's green space, open space throughout with some ponds and everything. This has kind of been in the works for the past 2 years. In the staff report, you've seen it kind of outlined the 4 different versions of it that we've gone through. This is kind of the final one that we've landed on. Traffic study has been approved. This has gone through the Planning Commission with a recommendation for approval. And we did the public hearing last week, so now we're here. If you guys have any questions on the staff report or anything, I can go more in depth on that. But let's kind of stick with
I
that.
think the one thing is that what is the uniqueness of a planned unit development vice any of the other developments that may be under construction or planned here in the future, please?
Yeah, so we do have a couple of other planned unit developments going on, but they are all quite unique. And that's kind of the purpose of a planned unit development, is that it's kind of outside the boundaries of any of our existing zoning districts. It's kind of up to the developer to mix and match uses for what's going to work best in that area. It does have a higher percentage of open space that we require kind of in return. So yeah, this kind of allows for that mix of 4 different types of residential uses, where the property is currently zoned low density residential. You'd only be allowed to have single family homes there, where this allows for a little bit of a higher density, mix of uses, more options for folks to pick from.
Now, am I under the understanding that if there are like condos there and whatnot, that the individual does not own the land, they own the property, but not the land?
Yeah, they would, I believe, like for the townhomes, they would, own the building, but there would still be like an HOA to maintain and own the common areas. And
But there's an HOA for the entire.
there
PUD
will
then.
there will be. I don't know if you have anything else to add on that and how you think specifically like the townhomes are going to be managed or?
Chip in. Gary Smith, the G2 Planning and Design. The townhomes can be done one of two ways. They can be sold fee simple, like a regular single family home, or they can be developed as condo. If you develop them, if you do them fee simple, there's a couple advantages to the buyer because it's a lot easier to finance or to go to a bank and get loans and those kind of things for a fee simple project. So what that typically means is they draw a property line like right between the two units and then kind of around the outside, just around the boundaries. And so you would own your individual unit. But when it comes to common things, just like you would have a condo association for a condo, you have a really strong homeowners association for fee simple townhomes. So if the whole building needs a new roof, basically that gets covered. So not each person has to do their own little section of the roof. You know, the whole thing gets done. The HOA typically is responsible for mowing all of the townhome area, so that all gets mowed at the same time. So you really don't have any exterior maintenance, even if you're fee simple. If you're condo, it's just a little bit of a different structure, kind of financially and legally, but the effect is the same. The properties look the same. They kind of function the same. A homeowners association and a condo association kind of do the same thing. So it's really kind of a distinction without much of a difference, if that makes sense. The fee simple is just a little more buyer friendly than the condo association.
Now, how about insurance on the?
That's
building?
the other part. The insurance is easier for a fee simple than it is for condos. And for some reason, and I'm not an attorney, so I'll just give you kind of my understanding of it. But just the way that condos were set up, they generally tend to be a little bit more litigious, a lot more lawsuits surrounding condominiums than typical fee simple developments, and so the insurance tends to be higher, things like that. So those are really the only differences. So we develop townhomes kind of both ways, depending on kind of the municipality. Some municipalities will not allow you to do kind of fee simple townhomes, and some will, because typically you still have private streets. And so it kind of goes back to the subdivision laws, whether you can have, fee simple lots on a private street or not.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, happy to help.
Any other questions that you may have for Gary while he's at the podium there, John or Jerry?
So about the streets, so this will be private roads
Yeah.
that the developer or the HOA will ultimately take care of. This will not be on the city. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
just for the townhome and the multifamily piece.
I see. Okay.
The single family pieces are all public roads built to public road standards.
I see.
Yep.
So the HOA then covers the apartments and the townhomes only? Not-
So what happens in a development like this, because we have a mix of uses that cater to a bunch of different needs, is typically there's a master association that covers the entire development. And so that master association will take care of the maintenance of like the main entrance signs and the big open space areas because they are kind of owned by the whole development. And then you have some individual sub-associations underneath that. So you'll have a sub-association for the townhomes. You'll have a sub-association for the patio homes, because the patio homes are a little bit different as well, because those are typically also maintained by a homeowners association because the buyers of the patio homes don't want to mow the yards. So they get a little bit of extra service with their patio homes, but that means they're also a separate homeowners association, because the people who live in the single family don't want to pay for the people who live in the patio homes to have their yards mowed. So there's a sub-association for that, and then a sub-association for the single family. And so each of those areas pays dues into their sub-association, And then that sub-association will pay dues into the master association to take care of the kind of the common elements of the development, if that makes sense.
Yes, that's very interesting. Thank you.
Anything else, John?
No, I appreciate you doing the Q&A because a lot of my questions were going to be about what was asked during the public hearing. So a lot of my questions have already been addressed based upon the information that's been put out before us, because they were concerned about drainage and traffic and schools, and you've addressed all those already. So thank you for getting that done. Thank you for being here as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Happy to do it. If you guys have any more questions, I'll be sitting right over there. Thanks.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and I'll just say it for the public too. I did put together a Q&A sheet from all of the questions that were asked in the public hearing to get some written answers back to the folks. So everyone here on the committee has a copy of that. We will be sending them directly to those who signed in at the public hearing, and then we'll also be posting it in our newsletter coming up in July. So that will be accessible to the public as well. So hopefully that can answer a lot of folks' questions as it did yours.
Thank you, Hannah. We appreciate it.
Mhm.
All right. We have something else to do.
Well, I just wanted to say that I do support changing the zoning of this because moving it to planned unit development allows for the apartments and the townhomes, which we have heard over and over again that we need in the city.
Mhm.
It's kind of an area that we're underserved.
Mhm.
So I think it'll be good.
Yes. Right.
So, is that your motion?
Yes, I'll make a
madam?
motion. I will make a motion that we forward this to council on July 1st with a recommendation for passage.
I'll second.
All right.
Blitzka,
So there we go. Very good. Yes, please.
Tice,
Yes.
Moats.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. We appreciate that. Now, is there any other business that we need to discuss this evening?
Not
The
that I'm
only, this is
aware
the
of.
highlight of the evening. It's John, anything that you need to talk
No,
about?
I don't have any other business.
Hannah? Gracie? Very good. All right. Well, I'll accept a motion
Make a
for
motion to
adjournment.
adjourn.
please. Thank you.
I'll second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.